guys, it's Laura. Hope you're all doing good tonight. Take a deep breath because my cat is on one today. So if you hear her howling, it isn't because she's not been spayed, but she has been when she was X amount of weeks old. But tonight I don't know what that's. I'm gonna get a rolling chair eventually, you guys. I'm sorry about the creaky. I don't know what she's doing, but she wants me to go sit on the front porch and let her on the front porch, and it's 8,000 degrees, give or take, and I'm not going outside. So she's running around here. She's not even supposed to go outside, first of all. So anyway, this is Laura, Black and White Heart Tarot and Adventure. I was about to fall asleep. I made the mistake of coming home from work and sitting on my bed for a second. I was like, oh, no. I need to jump up right now. So I'm assuming by the time this uploads, it'll be tomorrow. It's usually how it works out. So enjoy when this does come up, okay? But we'll call it a message for Thursday, because today's Thursday. Let's say Thursday and Friday. How about that? Because I'm not going to be on tomorrow because I have to do my friend's hair after work. So nope. Tonight's. So we'll say Thursday and Friday. So we're going to do the Witching Hour Oracle tonight, and then a couple of tarot cards. And then I'm getting out of here because I almost fell asleep, like I said. Anything else happening? Basically, there's always at least one thing that annoys me during the day at work. I don't know if I talk about it. I really don't. I don't care that much, to be quite honest. As far as plans this weekend, I'm doing my friend's hair tomorrow night. And then I think I'm free Saturday or Sunday because I think my other client switched to next weekend. So, who knows? I think it's supposed to be rainy. So, for real right now. Two cards. What guy has to always come out in these readings? This guy, the devil, hovering around as usual. Whatever. The Four of Wands. I've dealt with so many of these. It's like, okay, here we go again. What you gonna do today? Oh my gosh. What you gonna do today? I don't even know what to say. I'm too tired to even deal with him. Really am. Which is normally how I feel about them. Like, I can't again. I don't have the go to Debbie or Donnie's house over there, because I mean I really ain't gonna get it from over here. I do not care. Okay, hold on. Let's do a sound bell on that one because I'm tired of him with his shirt off. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're like 50 with your shirt off. Good for you. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Old dusty heifers. Anyway, we have the devil. We have the Four of Wands. Ace of Cups. And Six of Swords. So, this guy from your past, he's either still back there somewhere, just look at me, or he's trying to do something, he or she, okay? But devil is usually masculine energy, so maybe you're that guy. If you are, can you please calm down, because nobody cares. The only thing that you're going to get is your match, which is exactly what you deserve. A bunch of dusty hoes. He's trying to do something, because there's always got to be a sneaky guy or girl around, right? Trying to mess with our Four of Wands, which I believe is good quality foundations, or at least beginnings or ideas. You got the family, the bunny, kids, the whole 9 yards, right? He's trying to mess with your foundation. Ace of Cups is all the good stuff. It's full of everything. It's like everything that you could want, probably, at least emotionally. And this is probably, we'll say, us, maybe. In our boat, with all the swords in the boat with us, so like we still carry that with us, the swords from these tricksters. But we're setting out, I believe we're setting out on the water to new horizons, so always still gotta try. Let's read it. Okay, let's read them. For the Witching Hour Oracle, we have Dance, Freedom from this guy. And Bewitched, you're under a spell. This guy's trying to probably put you there, but yeah, that. Excuse me. Let's see what old El Diablo's trying to dangle in front of your face. Don't fall for it. I feel like I was going to talk about that for some reason. Oh boy, I was thinking about... I was, actually. Right before this reading, and I was like getting dressed, I was thinking about something about that. But I was. It might come up in this. Okay, anyway. The Devil. I think we all probably know what that is, but I'm going to read it to you guys, because what is this channel about? It's about learning about the meanings of the tarot and the journey and growth and all of the things, okay? I'm a little tired, so give me a break. I walked a lot today at work. A lot, like basically non-stop for 6 hours. Probably be shocked if I knew how many miles I walked. So I'm not exercising tonight. Anyway, I worked out last night. The Devil. The Devil's presence quite often appears when a situation is dragging you down and you feel helpless to change it. It can show a form of enslavement, whether to an idea or to an ideal or an addiction, or even a manipulative or controlling relationship. It says everything, doesn't it? Overindulgence tends to result in upset, greed, or lust that can become self-destructive. Overspending is a typical example. However, the important message is that it is self-enslavement. By taking control of this behavior, we are released from it and free to walk away. So just get your habits in check. Get all the temptations out there swirling around us on a regular basis, especially with social media, and find anything you want to find. I don't suggest going down that road. I don't do that, but I mean, I don't know how to word it and not get in trouble, but I've never ever looked up anything on my phone that had an X by it. I like real life. I like things in person. I don't like all that. It's not about liking, it's just like, for what? I mean, well, I don't, okay, but to each their own. Anyway. It can also carry an aspect of secrecy, such as secret plans being made, either by yourself or others around you. So people sneaking around behind your back. Let us not forget that prior to being symbolized as an evil figure in religion, the devil was previously identified as the pagan god Pan. You can research that. I'm not going down that path. But the point of the story is lust, greed, temptation, lies, deception. Everything that has to do with the 7 deadly sins. You can look that up too. 4 of Wands. See what he's trying to do in our reading here. Always got to be somebody just trying to mess up what people got going on, because they're basically, they're the 7 deadly sins walking. Okay, you see this? You see this guy? And I don't mean it literally, like, but if you see that person in male or female form, caution. It's only shiny on the surface. Only shine, and it's shiny on the surface for a purpose, to attract you in. Four of Wands. We now see stability as a result of the hard work that has gone before. I just remembered. We just remembered. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh gosh, we're 12 in. These are the guys right here that'll be like, you're never gonna get better than me. What about all this that I have? What about my jewelry and my car and my body and my bedroom skills and what about this place that you're in? And all this stuff they dangle over your head. Like, for real, listen, you know how many of these have done that to me? I'm like, what are you talking about? Wait, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about this house that we're in right now from 1992 that you don't even own, you rent, and half of it's in your mother's name because you're still paying child support on kids that and you're like 50 plus years old? Like, is that what we're talking? Is that what I'm never gonna? Is that what I'm gonna be missing out on? I know, I'm never gonna get that again. Thank God. Ugh. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a little, had a fur ball. All right, 4 of Wands. You gotta cough them up sometimes. You know, it's a good way to get it out of your system. I go outside like my cat and eat some grass, and after we're done. We now see stability as a result of the hard work that has gone before. Not only feeling satisfied with what you have so far accomplished, but also a sense of harmony, which now means you can afford to reward yourself with no time off. Holidays are indicated a time of rest and relaxation with your family and those you love. Have a welcome pause to recharge your batteries. So, all things stable. After you got away from this guy who said you were never going to do better, ever than them, and their pile of hot steaming garbage that they were the king of. Where's she? But put it where it fits. Just saying, that's masculine energy. Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, you live and you learn. And and they'll get you messed up too. They'll really get you believing the fantasy for you'll be believing the okie doke for a second, and you're like, wait, what? Wait a second, hold on. This. I see through the illusion. Ace of Cups. Ace symbolizes new beginnings. The water element represented by cups stands for emotions, and so the Ace of Cups shows the start of a new relationship. Good. This guy just wants to mess it up. And I think we're still in Mercury retrograde, so this guy might be creeping back in the picture to try to throw off your game. So keep your eyes open. Right now is not the time if you feel anything weird. And now if somebody's talking to you that you haven't seen and you're having a stable, emotions back and forth, okay, great. But if it feels like any of this, cut it. And go meditate. For those already in the solid relationship, it represents a sense of renewal in the love partnership, or the start of something new, which brings emotional happiness to the home and family. So, all the good stuff, okay? Stability. Can it be the birth of a child? If you consider how the senses are so intoxicated and enchanted when wrapped in new romance, it gives an indication of the emotional euphoria that can be associated with this card. Okay, it's good. Six of Swords. Keep it pushing. Six of Swords. The meaning of the Six of Swords is quite literal, moving out of stormy waters into calmer ones. If you have experienced difficult times, this card assures you that matters will improve and harmony will once more be restored. As the Six Swords in the boat demonstrates, our experiences are always a part of us and travel with us as a reminder of the life lessons we have encountered. Just cough up the fur balls every once in a while. Just more and more release. This card can also represent a physical journey, usually long over water. Okay. Just can't let go. Can't. Just always wants to. They could pull you back in for round number 50 of abuse and ridiculousness. They will. You're stable. Keep moving forward. You got love and stability, probably finances too. Don't worry that you've been through stuff. We all have, and it's part of Earth School. So keep on moving forward. Now let's see what our where's my book? Where's my book? What did I do with my book when I was going crazy? Where's my book? Oh. Okay, dance, freedom. Now that you got away from Doofy go poopy in his pants. Okay. Yeah. Let the people that he or she decided to stab you in the back with change their diaper. Okay. Doofy go poopy in his pants. Oh my god. I don't know what's wrong with me. Whew. At least I cracked my own self up. Okay. Freedom, liberation, self-expression, rapture, or euphoria. I'll take that. Dance is one of the most natural forms of expression, and humans have interwoven song and dance into ritual and celebrations for thousands of years. Last night when I did my workout, like when nobody's looking because nobody wants to see it, I'll just dance like crazy and just like no specific anything. just however I feel like, because nobody's watching. And you know what? It feels good. You sweat. It's fun, and nobody's like has to judge your movements. Just do it in your bedroom. It's a good way to just like get everything circulating, and it's fun, you know. If you have the nerve and the skills to do it out and about, do that too. I'm more private and somewhat shy, so you're not usually going to see me shaking it up on the dance floor, at least in a sober state. But you know, in my own time, yeah, I do. Saying I can't dance at all, I'm just saying I don't like public displays of a lot of things, actually. Quite private, so I'm not saying I'm not fun, but who cares, right? Okay, anyway. This card has danced into your spread to guide you towards feeling bliss through self-expression, bravery, and breaking away from the need to be perfect or put together. Hey, so maybe I should go out there and shake it up and not care what anybody thinks. Maybe I will. Who cares, right? I'm up here shaking it up. That's a step. All right, that's a step. Breaking away from the need to be perfect or put together. Self-expression isn't about finding flawlessness. It's about giving your soul the space it needs to tell its own story. Your power and confidence can be found in the ways you are unique. Your differences carry the rhythms of your purpose and contribution to the world. Be grateful when you do things differently. It offers you the chance to stand out. Celebrate the times you are labeled weird, unique, outlandish, or odd. These qualities free you from the chains of being boring, complacent, and uninspired. You are being invited to share your uniqueness with the world in whatever ways feels right for you. If you feel called to paint, paint. If you feel called to dance, move, let your body go. Every creative act of expression creates space for you to be more of who you were always meant to be. I mean, hey, it took me a lot to get up here. Like, I'm the person like, public speaking or anything, I don't even like to be the center of attention, like in a room at all. I usually go on it's not shyness, it's caution, and also like I'm just a sort of a cautious and conservative sign. So I'm not gonna just put it all out there on date number 1 or even maybe 55. Okay, it's just not how I roll. But this is saying if you are a little bit more reserved, then just let it out a little bit. And if you don't want to do it in public, if that's just not your thing, because you know some of us don't want to be show-offs, then do it through art, do it through music or dancing in your room, like I said, or you know, something where you feel comfortable. But let it out. Okay, express yourself in some way. This is a form of expression for me. So bewitched. You're under a spell. Gotta hurry up, I'm at 24 minutes. This is probably gonna come up like 3 days from now, so just be prepared. Temptation can feel a lot like being under a spell. You're under a spell, obsession, addiction, and conditioning. You know you shouldn't do it, yet you can't help yourself, and you continue to make bad choices even when it doesn't feel good. You're ashamed, or you feel as though your power slips away with you through every act of self-sabotage. In a money reading, bewitched appears when you are too focused on material pursuits or get-rich-quick schemes. You may be sacrificing your beliefs to reach goals of a certain status or level of achievement. However, continuing to do so will come at a great personal cost. In a career reading, pulling this card is a clear sign that you're in a poor environment and giving far more than you are receiving. That's how I feel personally. And I have in almost every work setting. I give and I don't receive. I'm not a victim. I'm being serious. That's why I leave. I have a certain year span, and if I don't see like improvements, I just go somewhere else. If they don't value me, and that's in relationships, across the board, friends, family, partnerships, love, career. If you don't give back, I'm going to give it a certain amount of time because I'm a giving person, and then I'm going to pack my bags without even making a commotion, and I'm going to be out onto something that will. If I have to keep doing it, I will. I don't mind starting over. I find it quite exciting, but we're all different. In a love reading, you may find yourself pursuing shallow people and relationships. I have. It could be you have cut yourself off from discovering true, deep, meaningful connections, even though that is what you truly desire. In general, this card represents a victim mentality and a need to blame others for your choices. Yeah, a lot of us do that. You know, including the amount of time you spend there. They're only going to do it. They're only going to devalue you as long as you let them. Right? If you leave on day 1, they can't. If you leave on day 93, then you've let them devalue you. I mean, I get you know, we have to be level-headed and give things a chance, but very often we overstay the time frame. You can change things at any time you choose, but have not taken responsibility for your role in the circumstances. Yeah, like when people come in, she was so terrible to me. Oh my gosh, she was so mean. She cheated on me. She was abusive. She didn't clean. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. Guess what? Don't believe it, because this guy had a lot to do with it too. Okay. Listen, I'll say every single relationship that's went sideways for me, it's been both people's. Again, I'm going to use the word demons, but don't take it literally. That's just like your shadow. All right. And one person usually triggers the other. And very often you're put together to trigger each other so that you transform. It's if you choose to keep repeating the karmic cycles with the next person and the next person and the next person, which is, again, overstaying time, not seeing the lesson that you need to learn and moving on and just trying to pound that into the ground way past the due date. When there's literally, I don't even know the number of human beings in the world that you could try something different with, or if you're like me, you can enjoy spending time by yourself. I enjoy people too, but I have no problem cutting people off and spending 2 years to myself to regroup and you know, take note of what happened. And I do not recommend rushing into anything once you've gone through those lessons. All right, I can just keep trailing off. It's taken a really long time. Who's the devil tonight? E, J, Y, M, A, P, know anybody with those initials? You might want to take some time and think. Let's do one starlight message, just to end it on a positive note. This one all the way wild, right? That was out of the trouble jar. Now take this as you will, okay? This could be a warning that they're trouble. This could be, what else could it be? Just caution, you know. See how it triggers you. Maybe see how they trigger you. Reevaluate. In the starlight sky, we will look. Reevaluate. In the starlit sky, we still look for the falling stars. Okay? So, treat these people out of the trouble jar with caution. Make sure it's not trouble because of your own triggers. Reevaluate. They could be falling stars. Okay? There you go. I ended on a positive note. Even out of the trouble jar. Right? I'm out. This will take a really long time. I hope you have a good night. I hope you got something out of it. A warning, if nothing else. And I gotta go. Oh my gosh, I'm 31 minutes in. This will be up sometime, okay? We'll consider it. Let's just consider it for the weekend, just in case. All right. I will. Did I say Laura? This is Laura. This is Laura. Black and White Heart Tarot Adventure. Okay. Thanks to any new viewers or subscribers, by the way. Thanks for the views, and just thank you for participating in my sessions of who knows what's going to come out. All right. Have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.